Like many travel plans, the places I intended to visit went completely out the window once I actually arrived on Jeju. I'd planned to visit almost every beach and local market around the island, but I had no idea just how large the island was. Instead, I focused in on a few locations and I ended up visiting a ton of picturesque waterfalls, a handful of markets. I revisited Jungmun beach over and over, and I had the time of my life meandering the Olle trail. It looks like a turquoise, like a teal. It looks like a teal blue. The other one was just more awe-inspiring. This one is very picturesque. You can't just visit one, you have to actually go to both of them. They're really pretty, but in terms of photography, I suspect that the other one is better. Make sure you check out the series to see these adventures in detail, and if you're headed to Jeju Island anytime soon, drop me a comment and let me know where you're going. Guys, this water is like the perfect temperature, and the waves are so cool. These steps are really steep. I'm so glad that I'm doing this on a slightly cooler day. In my opinion, this is the least impressive of the three waterfalls, but I love how you can actually walk right down to the pool, whereas the other ones are on an elevation and so you can't get near the water. I'm about to check into my hotel. I'm just going to give you a little mini tour of this room. Kettle, fridge. I've got 2 beds and there's only me here. Let's see what's outside of this window. Halasan right there. That looks like a nice restaurant down there that I could try. Okay, I'm gonna freshen up and get ready to go out for dinner. Yeah, I like the room, it's nice. I'm looking for something to eat. I'm really starving. I haven't eaten since breakfast. I want to try the black pork bread. It looks really yummy.
어떤 걸로 드릴까요?
Black pork bread.
아, black pork bread.
네, 하나 주세요. It was served with some kind of little sauce. It's like a sweet chili. The dumpling itself is really warm. And it smells really good. They've done it like a shredded, almost like a bulgogi right here. It tastes really good. It's mixed with onion, and it's fairly simple. It's like there's gravy inside of that. I don't know how they managed to retain so much sauce inside of a bread. thirsty and hungry watching other people swimming.
You can bring some the soup too. You have to mix with the soup.
It is spicy. Yeah, they've got a base there. We've got another one. All kinds of native plants grow on Sanbangsan, thanks to the volcanic environment and diverse climate triggered by the mountain's height. Do you remember the name of this fish?
Yeah, godongong. Yeah, it's a pretty common one. It's like mackerel, basically. A lot of these buildings were like renovated and made a bit more touristy. But Hyeopjae, that is the best beach in Jeju.
It's a much larger open space here, and it's really pretty because you've got the black rocks right here, the volcanic remains from Mount Halasan, the mountain directly behind us that is in the center of Jeju Island. It's very picturesque, and I can see why it makes for a lovely spot to bring the family. The water is cool. It's cooler than the water at Jungmun. Wow. Perhaps there's a spring that meets the ocean that makes it pretty cold here. And I'm trying to find something healthy, and I had for breakfast a coffee and a cake, a carrot cake, and I figured that I'm not allowed to have any more sugar. Even though some of the retail stores are closing, like this food section is really busy. The plan is to try and walk along the coast if I can find one near here. This boulevard along the breakwater is really cool because there's like lots of little kids like riding bicycles up and down, riding scooters, riding skateboards. I think the port is somewhere over here, so let's follow this around and let's see if we can see the port. So if you're visiting the market, I recommend that you stop by here and come and see the peaceful little fishing harbour that they've got here, the little port. Guys, thank you for joining me on this Jeju adventure. I hope that you've had almost as much fun as I have had. It's been brilliant and I'd love to come back here again. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. I can't promise I can answer all of them, but I'll try. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.